Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Stargate, SG-1. This is season 1. This is episode number 10. This episode is called Thor's Hammer. Now, I know the Stargate takes us to some really interesting, cool looking worlds that are basically like extensions of Earth ancient civilizations. But if we go through this Stargate and we end up on Asgard, my brain may explode, because that was something that I never even factored into anything. What if there is a world out there called Asgard because of a Norse myth from Earth, and they've named this place Asgard? And it's people descended from people from Norway or something. That would be really cool. I would actually probably love. So it's going to be an interesting one, this one. I actually really enjoyed the last episode, and it was interesting to see how there was this world where people had such a short lifespan and they lived life to the full, and Jack got stuck there. But because Jack had shared a bodily fluid with a lady who was from there, it kind of accelerated the aging in him. But he had already lived longer than the expectation of the people who were here as an experiment that one of the Goa'uld was undertaking. So instead of 100 years, they got 100 days. But because obviously Jack's physiology was different and he had been aging in years, it kind of set things off kilter, and we saw him getting progressively older every time the guys had to communicate to him or come back through the Stargate. And General Hammond was more than happy to just kind of leave him there, which I found really interesting. He's very straight-laced, that guy, and that was not a thing I expected actually. But it's an interesting dynamic to see him and the Stargate team having these opposing views, and it works quite well though. I think that's why I enjoy this as much as I've been enjoying it. So I'm really looking forward to watching this one. Let's go.
So you're saying that the ghouls weren't the only aliens to visit Earth in the past. Well, how does that affect us today?
We don't think the Goa'uld built the Stargate system.
Then who
Being
did?
parasitic by nature, they just used it to become a dominant race in the galaxy. But some of the good gods who liked humans might have used it too, and they could still be out there.
Travel?
Any indications of who they are?
The
Asgardians? Oh!
Now, in Norse mythology, the gods were powerful warriors. Legend tells us that the god Thor was a friend to humans and protected them from the Etons, beings of great power and knowledge who were enemies of mankind.
I think what Daniel's trying to say is, if there is another bunch of aliens out there who are hostile to the Goa'ulds and have equal or superior firepower, we ought to look them up.
I have seen the hammer sign before.
Where?
It is the symbol of a world called Samaria. Al-Jafar taught the sequence of Stargate symbols to that world.
Why is that, Teal?
To ensure that no Goa'uld goes there.
Go, go,
It is
go!
forbidden.
Go, go, go!
Something transpired on Samaria that no Goa'uld will speak of.
A war?
Well, I like the sound of that.
So do I. All right, you have a go.
I love how Teal just smoothly exits. What? Oh, is it like protection?
Sounds like it's building up some kind of charge.
Yes. It's a weapon.
All right, Daniel, dial home. We're going back now.
Is it to see if they're a threat? Oh shit! Where are they going?
I think they're dead.
I don't want to hear that. You said Thor liked humans, that he used his weapon to protect them.
Yeah, but Teal'c.
We go back, we bring another SG team through, and we
Teal'c.
start a search.
Wait.
This is why they were told never to go here. Because of the parasite.
You're a little short for gods.
We're not,
Gods.
I'm Captain Samantha Carter. This is Daniel Jackson.
My name is Gewin.
Two of the men who came through the portal with us,
Are in the hammer.
they're gone.
Yes. I heard there were 2 Ettins in your company.
Ettins? Goulds? You think that Teal'c and Jack are Goulds?
You tricked them here to be rid of them, yes?
No.
No, they're friends, and if they're alive, we need to find them. Maybe the beam transported them somewhere else on the planet.
Find them?
Do you know where we can find this Kendra?
We can't spare the horses, but I can take you there on foot.
Teal'c?
Oh. Is he okay?
Is Junior okay?
Yes. But the beam caused the gold I carry great pain.
What?
Whoa.
I am Thor, Supreme Commander of the Asgard fleet. The High Council of Asgard has designated Samaria a safe world for developing sentient species.
Oh.
The Goa'uld system lords were so informed.
We're not Goulds. He carries one around in him, but he doesn't have much choice in the matter.
Yeah.
You were warned not to come here, under pain of death.
Look, I'm Colonel Jack O'Neill from Earth. I happen to know you've spent some time there in our
For
past.
crimes against the living host and all those you have murdered and enslaved, the sentence is death.
He's not really there, Jack. He's a hologram.
Look, we came here to see you.
This is your prison. Your technology will not function here. There are no luxuries, no worshippers.
Just a cave,
no
isn't it,
slaves to
really?
do your
Teal'c, I
bidding.
think we just got the answering machine.
Only basic sustenance.
We should hear the remainder of the message.
Oh, he's nothing but thorough.
When you tire of this existence, go to the Hall of Mjolnir and face the hammer.
If I attempt to leave this place, the gold I carry will be destroyed.
By a hammer.
You must leave without me.
Oh.
If I stay, I will remain safe.
Just relax, Teal'c. I'm not going anywhere.
We'll get him out.
Let's just find this hall of mohair.
When a ghoul takes over a human host, it's permanent.
Not here. Thor's hammer drove it from my body and restored me to my true self.
Teal'c! We can get Teal'c out!
You mean the parasite that was inside of you?
Is gone.
What about her belly? Is her belly still like in a
Thor's
corner?
hammer, the stone by the gate.
No, the hammer is deep underground, inside the mountain.
My wife, Sharae, is now as you once were. She has been taken by a Goa'uld, and if what you're saying is true,
It is true.
He would want to bring her here.
help us.
Someone didn't make it.
Ouch.
These Goa'ulds died with their human hosts.
Oh.
The marks on these bones, they are from a cutting instrument, but not metal.
What the?
Hat hammer.
I believe they were made by large, powerful teeth. These bodies did not die of natural causes.
They were eaten?
They were killed and then eaten.
Your human friend O'Neill, he can walk out unharmed.
It's just Teal'c.
All you need do is wait.
Teal'c is our friend, too. He's Jafar, not Goa'uld.
Jafar, a friend.
Teal'c. Take a shot of that lamp with your staff weapon.
Oh. Are we going to get loads of booby traps? Oh, he can't.
Will not function.
Yeah, that's what he said would happen as long as we're in here.
That's true. But not to human weapons?
This race may have considered projectile weapons too primitive to be concerned about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What is it, O'Neill?
Nothing. Never mind.
Because of my training in the temple, the Goa'uld who took possession of my body could not take complete control over my mind. And part of me, myself, remained.
Something of the host survives. You actually influenced the Goa'uld that had taken you over?
That's interesting.
She came to Samaria. And I hoped only for a quick death.
What the hell is that?
It's coming to eat you.
I am Unas, the first one.
You do not exist.
Well, it does. He does. They do.
Kill the human.
I no longer serve the Goa'uld.
Oh, I did say there'd probably be tests here for him. Is that literally all James L. Jones did? I bet he got paid a tidy packet for that. Careful.
The first one, he's dead.
The hammer.
Yes, this is where I came out.
This is it. We're out of here. Let's go.
Oh, man. Oh, it's in the shape of a hammer.
Thank you, O'Neill.
That's the second time today. Push the first one into it.
If I am to die, it will be as a warrior.
Well, it was a good thing she actually came in with us. Push him in! I wonder if he knows that. Yeah! Is this dude gonna die? Oh, man.
Thank you, Daniel Jackson.
Well, at least we know it can be done, right?
Yeah, that's true. This was actually like a really, really cool episode. I was joking when I was talking about Asgard and things at the start. I genuinely didn't expect this. I thought Thor's hammer was just going to be some kind of metaphor. I never expected like that we would actually go to this planet and there basically be this hammer statue when we came through the Stargate, and it would then get Teal'c because of the parasite in him. But then for it to take Jack as well was interesting. For them to then go through what Kendra called a labyrinth and basically, you know, try and survive this first one that was there, that was voiced by James L. Jones, and discovering that when Teal'c was younger, I guess, there were all of these stories about the first ones and this planet in general. Basically, don't go there because, you know, just you can't go there basically. And meeting Kendra and learning that Kendra was a Goa'uld and she was cured basically, and she was cured by going through this labyrinth, and then when she got to Thor's hammer she was able to survive and the parasite in her was gone, and basically she then stayed here and helped heal. But to know that she was able to have such a strong will, she was able to talk to the Goa'uld that had control of her and basically suggest to this Goa'uld, go to this planet, and it worked, which made Daniel be a bit like, oh, hang on, that means there may be part of Shara left, Skara as well, and there is a way for us to cure them if that ever comes about, because we know this hammer exists. How they would be able to replicate that technology would be an interesting thing. Like, they would have to learn how to be able to create their own version of the hammer. And I remember, like, that part with the fight where I was like, just push the first one in there because it'll work on them. And then for them to do that, I liked a lot, but knowing that obviously because the first one was able to rejuvenate because of the Goa'uld in him, the damage was too much to the body after they came out of the hammer, so died basically. But it was sad to see that they did have to destroy it, because a part of me was a little bit like, but Teal'c. But then I suppose you run the risk of, if Teal'c goes in there, what if he didn't survive? This woman Kendra survived, but that was no guarantees that Teal'c would survive. So that was an interesting thing to see as well. But as Jack said, we know that technology exists out there. We could use it. We could use it to help Shara, Skara and Teal'c as well. I would put Teal'c in there first just because he's amazing. And I love his friendship with Jack. That's probably one of my favourite things about this actually, is Jack and Teal'c's friendship. There's just something about it that I find really nice, and Jack is like really protective of him, and I quite like that. I also like how, you know, how excited Daniel gets about like all of these little things, like the gift that Hammond gave him to give to Thor, and the looks between Hammond and Jack were quite funny as well at the start of the episode, where they were just like, yeah, just let him get on with it. They just get through that Stargate. I just think it's really sweet. It's really nice to watch actually. It kind of gives you like a nice little kind of feel good kind of vibe when you watch an episode of this. I know it is very episodic at this moment in time, but it will be interesting interesting to see how it moves forward, especially like latter season 1 into season 2. I'm going to sign off and say thank you, and I will see you guys later, so thank you.